Alright guys, super quick finger picking lesson. Okay, so this is an exercise that I went through today with one of my students. Basically what we're doing is just placing the thumb on the low E string open, and then we're going to be working fingers 1, 2 and 3 inside of the thumb. So one of my students, he was kind of playing more like this. You've got to be careful that the thumb doesn't kind of go inside the fingers, because it's going to get trapped. Okay, so what we want to make sure that we're doing here, we're just going to place the thumb on the low E string open, not curled but open, just like that. And then these 3 fingers here, 1, 2 and 3, first finger on the G string, second finger on the B, third finger on the high E, and just make sure they're kind of curled in, so you get this kind of nice curled finger arch. You don't want the fingers open like that. You don't want them too curled in so they're cramped. You just want them so that they're just like that. A natural curl where when you pluck them, they're plucking inside of the thumb. So first finger on G, just plant the first finger on the G and pluck, keeping the thumb down here. Then plant the second finger on the B and pluck. Then plant the third finger on the high E and pluck. So we call this a plant pluck technique. You plant and pluck, plant, pluck, plant, pluck. Keep the thumb down where it is. Plant, pluck, plant, pluck, plant, pluck. And again, I'm not out here like this. I'm curled in natural, so I'm picking inside the thumb. So the exercise again was plant, pluck, plant, pluck, plant, pluck. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2 is that, but in reverse. So you're going to plant finger 3, pluck, plant finger 2, pluck, plant finger 1, pluck, plant 3, pluck, plant 2, pluck, plant 1, pluck. So we're going to plant every time. That plant, it just teaches our fingers to find the strings super accurately. Make sure you plant for maybe a split second, because otherwise what people tend to do, they just swipe at the notes like this a lot, and the picking can be a little bit inaccurate. Okay, so exercise 1 was finger 1, 2, 3. Exercise 2 would be finger 3, 2, 1. And I'm planting them every time. And then we can chuck a third exercise in, maybe something along the lines of 3, 1, 2. Oh no, it wasn't that. It was 1. No, it was 3. Wait, 1, 3, 2. Might have been that. I can't remember. We'll go with that though, right? So it's going to be 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. So plant finger 1, plant finger 3, and 2. Keeping this thumb down all the time, because otherwise it can just wander a little bit. So we want to train it out here whilst we're doing these exercises. And that's pretty much the exercise there, right? So like I said, just make sure you're holding the guitar correctly. So you've got it tucked in here. The bicep up here is holding the guitar in place. Then move from the elbow, find your position here. And then the exercise is going to be from your picking position, from your finger picking position. You're going to have the thumb open, resting here. And we're just going to train these fingers here to pick inside the thumb. And then, from there, we can start working on incorporating the thumb with the 3 fingers picking inside rather than that kind of thing, which we don't want. Couple of other tips. I'll say that again. Couple of other tips you can look at with your finger picking is anchors and things. So you can either use I'll turn this way. You can either use your pinky as an anchor. So you can start working this exercise from that position there. So plant, pluck, with my pinky down as support. Obviously the thumb is acting as support as well at the moment, but it's not always going to be there, right? You know, you're going to be like this at some stage. We're just keeping the thumb there just to train it to stay on the outside of the fingers. Some people like to use the pinky. Other people like to just use the wrist here, like this. I'll place this down. Some people like to use both. I use both. Actually, I'll keep this down and just play one. So I do that. And some people like to just completely hover. So you can kind of have no anchors at all. And you'll be playing more like this. I personally like an anchor. It just helps support, keep my hand nice and steady, stable. But work around and see what works for you. Kind of feel about as to what kind of feels best. So that's the exercises there, guys. Basically, thumb open. We're going to be planting and plucking. Okay, plant, pluck. That's going to train our fingers to pick inside of the thumb, and it's going to help train our fingers to find the strings really comfortably without kind of, like I said, swiping too much and missing. Okay, so give that a go. Hope this video helps. Take care, have fun, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers, bye-bye.